The Nigerian music industry has grown over the years past, and you will agree with me that the industry still continues to evolve with time. Now, there are, however, many backstories that have led to not only the rise of the contemporary Nigerian pop music, but also contributed to its popularity. Tales of music legends such as Fela Anikulapo Kuti, King Sunny Ade, Bongos Ikwue, Sir Victor Owaifo, Onyeka Owenu, Chief Osita Osadebe, Majek Fashek, and many others who changed the status quo of the Nigerian music industry cannot be forgotten in a hurry. Today, I have the honor of being in the presence of music maestro and a legend from the 70s, none other but Mr. Bongos Ikwue, who I would like to refer to as Uncle B. Good afternoon, sir. Oh, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Your presence alone is actually confusing me right now. I had to greet good afternoon.
You look very steadfast, you look very fine, you look really nice.
I should be saying the same thing to you because you actually look even healthier than anybody. Yes?
I'm only 78. That's not a long time ago, or is it?
No, it's not. But, you know, there are a lot of speculation surrounding you. You know, you had to go, you know, you went off the limelight for a while. Is there any specific reason why you probably went under the radar for any reason?
Not exactly. I think there comes a time, and there comes a time, and there comes a time.
Okay.
I don't really know what's happening, but thank God I'm living, and I'm still living, and I'm doing what I have to do, working as much as possible.
Okay, so you were a legend. No, not where, you are still a legend.
Thank you.
But in the time when music was not so popular, sometimes I just had to wonder what exactly inspired you to go into music.
I never ever thought about it. I don't know. But I do know that I was born a stutterer, a stammerer. I couldn't speak, and I always had temper. But each time I got into a fight, out of every 10 fights, I lose about 9. And I said to myself, I don't think it's time to keep fighting. Let me fight the actual cause. So I joined the debating society and started speaking. And I ended up winning a prize for the debating society.
Okay.
That's what people should do. Don't ever give up. Keep fighting, and keep fighting, and keep fighting.
Okay. So you are a legend in the music industry. And I can't help but to really ask exactly what spurred your music. Like, what exactly would you say is your genre? What kind of genre would you really say that you were
I'm happy you're asking this question here in Anambra State. Many years ago when I was in Form 3, in 1959, Form 3, I was attending a Christian course in Asaba. So I had to drop off in Onitsha to take another vehicle across the bridge to Asaba, and I ran into truck pushers.
Wow.
And I kind of liked the music. Before then I started doing things with music anyway, but I kind of liked the way they pushed their truck and sang their song. They were singing, Onyego ya guru na shogunamba, Onyego ya guru na shogunamba, Ego magusigo. And I liked what they were singing. I heard a little bit of it, I understood a little bit of it, and I moved on. They sang another song, Oluego ta Oluafufu ta you know. So there are things there, and the songs were rhythmic and nice to listen to, and they were walking and enjoying their walk.
Okay, so your song is regarded as, or your songs, your music was regarded really meticulously done. If you look at them, the quality of sound and then the storyline behind the songs were really thoughtful of you. I can't help but to ask what exactly was spurring you into writing songs like that.
I think it's the power of the Almighty. We don't have anything, we don't own anything. You're a pretty girl, but you didn't make yourself pretty. God made you pretty. Stay grateful. Whatever talent you have, it's not yours, it's there. You're just a vessel through which the talent comes. And that comes to mind, a song that I've written called Mustafa and Christopher. Yeah. I'll quickly read the lyrics, some of it quickly, not all. By the birth of the cat, by the birth of the rat, the two like birds of same feather should flock together. But due to mother's teachings, the rat's always on the run. Now mothers, can you see the wrongs of dawn? The boy called Mustafa, like the moon and stars are far, but brought up to be forever far from that Christian Christopher. This they call religion, but I won't live in that region. I know a Hausa Yaro loves an Ibongugo. I know a Yoruba Bola loves a TV Kwasa.
Okay, I think we're going to play Christopher and Mustafa very soon. But I need to ask you one particular question.
To unite the religions of this world.
True.
Call Mustafa and Christopher instead of calling it Muslims and Christians.
Okay. So, basically, the Nigerian entertainment industry has changed. And I don't know, I can't help but to really ask exactly what do you think is different from what is being done in the past and what it is right now?
I changed from the minute I walked through this door, didn't I? I came into here about 5-10 minutes ago. I'm not the same person again. I'm 10 minutes older.
Yeah.
You cannot stop change. This planet will keep evolving, and change is the only thing that you must accept. By the time I leave this studio, I may be an hour older than when I came into this studio. Yeah. By the time I leave Anambra State, I'll be about 2-3 days older than when I came into Oka. Okay. That's the way it is. You cannot stop change, accept change, and deal with it nicely, because that's the only thing that is permanent.
Okay, so people would like to know if you're still working, you know, having gone under the radar for a while. Are you still doing anything? Do you have any projects now?
I have a recording studio somewhere inside my hotel in Lutupo. I'm working all the time. We got to keep working all the time. Can you imagine if your creator didn't work? Can you imagine if it's time for any season there was no rain? Work is the only thing that we have to do. We don't have a choice. I'll quickly go into, I don't know where I read it from, maybe one of the religious books. Look for money as if you'll never die. Worship God as if you die tomorrow. You need a balance. You need work to make money, to live well, to experience heaven here on earth. And you need work to get that done. Yeah. We cannot, work is one major thing that particularly the black race must accept.
Yeah, true.
Work. So
there is this song that was really popular in those days. It's actually a signature tune to a popular soap opera then, Cockrell at Dawn. Sadiq Daba, who happens to be like the major character, is no more with us. Exactly what is the brain behind Cockrell at Dawn? How were you able to put all of that title together, that song?
First of all, thank you for mentioning Sadiq Daba. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
If we ever play any of the songs on this program, my song, I dedicate it to him, Sadiq Daba, and a friend of mine, Dan Anya, who was also passed on.
Yeah. That's Danaya. I want you to be mine, baby.
Exactly. Your voice sounds very nice. Maybe you can remix that song.
Oh, yes. I actually have a guitar here with me, and we're going to be sharing the stage on the weekend entertainment segment of the weekend show.
That's terrific. So we dedicate the song to both of them. And that was an academic song. I was sitting in my room, and I had a knock on the door, and Peter Ego opened the door and said, I have something for you. Can you do a theme song for us? So somebody had that title written before he came to me. Okay. I only did the song to conform with whatever I thought my concept of the program would be. Okay. That's an academic song.
Okay, definitely. As we're talking about Cockrell at Dawn, we're going to go on a very short break. To take Cockrell at Dawn, maybe you don't know the song that we're talking about today. I have a music legend, a maestro with me in the studio, and it's a lot of wealth of experience that we're sharing today on the weekend show. We'll take Cockrell at Dawn now. When we come back, Bongos Ikwue is still here with us, telling us or sharing his own side of the story as regards his music career.
my daughter's hand in marriage to whosoever wins the wrestling tournament.
You can hear the birds sing in the morning.
Fair is fair, Prince Agaba.
You can hear the water splashing down the hill, kind of roaring. You can see the sun going down, and the people as they go by without a frown. Here the traffic never jams, don't cost much to buy some yams, and the neighbors say hello, and we strive to pull you up from down below. You can even hear the sound of the cockcrow at dawn. Will he ever get there? Will he ever make it? Will he ever hear the sound of the cockcrow at dawn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buses every day, with nothing left at the end of each bay. The rental he must pay, the much to pay he often has no say.
This time tomorrow, you will be mine forever.
Will he ever get there? Oh yes, he will. Will he ever make it? Will he ever hear the sound of the cockcrow at dawn? Will he ever hear the sound of the cockcrow at dawn?
Okay, that was Cockerel at Dawn by the legendary Bongos Ikwue, and he's here in the studio with me. If you don't know who Bongos is, he's actually the music maestro that sang "What's gonna be is gonna be, what goes up must come down," and said, "I've been searching for truth."
Your voice is sounding very
I know a
fresh
lot of
right
your
now.
songs. I've actually looked forward to meeting you, and I do really have the honor of sitting right here in my studio, having you. It's really an honor.
Thank you.
But then Cockerel at Dawn, can you please explain what exactly you were talking about in that song? Not many people, they know the song, but I'm not sure they really understand the concept behind Cockerel at Dawn.
When I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buses every day, the rental he cannot pay. I'm talking about people who have moved from small cities to big cities. Like I moved from Utrecht to Lagos, and I imagine the number of buses I would take every day to get to where I'm going. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buses each day, and the rental they must pay, because most of the young people have not built their own homes or houses, and they have to pay the rent. But the much to pay, he often has no say. The landlord decides.
Yes.
That's how trapped they are. Those are the things I compress into the song.
Okay, your songs, I'm still searching for. Your music mainly was talking about love in those days. Is there any specific reason why you chose that particular subject matter?
Sometimes a mover moves you, not you. I don't know. That song became a great hit. At the time of doing it, the woman who is now my wife, who was then my girlfriend, got so tired of hearing the same song over and over, from writing it for a lengthy thing to trying to compress and condense it to an acceptable airplay time, that kind of thing. Yeah. You know, it's very boring to people who are not musicians to hang around you and listen to. you are trying to repeat over and over, trying to perfect whatever one wants to do.
So talking to you right now, you speak very well. I can't help but to really imagine how vast you are read. And then I actually have made a background check on your study, and I know that you're actually a polyglot. That's you speak more than one language. And your song, regardless of the fact that you mostly sing in your Idoma language, you still try to incorporate other indigents and other tribes. Is there how did you really learn to speak Igbo?
Okay, I'm a Sibo formal like that.
Okay.
No, I've spoken English, isn't it?
Yes, English.
But you talked about Idoma. No, I'm a believer in only 2 tribes in this world. There are only 2 tribes in this world. I like everybody listening to understand this. Good people and bad people. These are the only tribes. When you take yourself from all of that and join the human race, you only have to make one choice, whether you're going to say on the positive side or on the negative side. And God Almighty created the whole world based on a coexistence of positive and negative.
Yeah.
Without one, there is not the other.
Okay.
So we have to accept it. Whether you like it or not, evil must thrive in this world as much as good. Okay. But choose which side you want to be on.
Okay, so this is the right time where I get to put every speculation to bed, because I'm sure the majority of you watching me right now from our social media platform really want to hear this question that, you know, there's this speculation about Miriam Babangida. What exactly is the story behind that figure?
I don't know what you're talking about. I had the question thrown at me over and over.
Yes.
But if you want to hear the full story, the story is like this.
Okay.
Many, many years ago, I played at the NTV, arcade TV station in Kaduna.
Okay.
And a white man called Peter Stratton called the station and said, who was that young man then? I was very young and very slim, so many, many years ago. He wanted to meet with me, which he did. He decided that if he had money, he would be my manager, and said if I could sing for his guests every week, which I agreed. And every Saturday he cooked for his guests, and I sang for them. He kind of liked Harry Belafonte, and he wondered if I could do a song along that line, which I did and dedicated to him, called Mariama. Okay. I dedicated the song to Peter Stratton and his wife, Liz. Okay. Peter Stratton was an engineer working with Hamdallah Hotels, Kaduna. Okay. And he liked Harry Belafonte, and most of Belafonte's songs, like Down the Way Where the Nights Are Gay and the Sunshine, you know, that kind of thing. Are you trying
to say now that Mariama came as a result of you having to play at a place?
But Mariama
people said Mariama, you sang Mariama in honor of Miriam Babangida. So
what's her name?
Miriam Babangida.
No, Miriam, right?
Yes.
My song is Mariama. There's no link, there's no connection. The Mariama thing is just a possible thing that created the kind of rhyme flow for the song. Oh, Mariama. Yeah. If I was singing for Miriam, I would have been singing, oh, Miriam. It doesn't work.
Okay, I get.
So
okay.
It's nothing to do with her.
So what's going to be your advice, because we're gradually rounding off and there is no time. Your advice to
just to let you
artists.
know, I saw her once in my whole lifetime when she came to open the Better Life program in Makodi. Okay. I built the Better Life program under Governor Fidelis Maka.
So you've never had any particular interaction with her?
I've never seen her. I saw her once in my whole lifetime, and I was asking if she was that tall.
Wow.
That was the first and onlyest time I ever saw her.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so now, thank you so much. Because we need to gradually round off now. What's going to be your advice to artists, young artists who are actually, you know, this particular generation of musicians? What's going to be your advice?
I already said it. An artist is there to impact on people. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled as an artist. Don't become flippant. Don't become obsessed with your success or even failure. Work hard, like I said. Look for money as if you never die. Worship God as if you die tomorrow. So you can live well. People who have become your mentors are wealthy people. I'm not a money worshiper, but don't be fooled. You need to work hard, live well. You need to start your heaven here, before you go to heaven, whichever heaven you're going to. What if you die and you get pushed to hell? You better start experiencing the heaven here now. Hard work and perfection. If the Almighty God was not perfect and didn't work this hard, wouldn't be living here.
Now, talking about working hard, this is the time where I would actually have to, present my talent, because I've actually worked hard to learn your song, Cockerel at Dawn. Yes, and I think it would be nice for us to...
Sit down and listen.
Yes.
If I can, I'll back up to the chorus. Thank you.
Okay. You can hear the birds sing in the morning. You can hear the water splashing down the hill, kind of roaring. You can see the sun going down, and the people as they go by without a frown. Where the traffic never jams, locals multiply some yam, and they never say hello. And was trying to pull you up from down below. You can't even hear the sound of the cockerel at dawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buses every day, with nothing left at the end of each pay. They're told he must pay the much to pay. He often has no say. Will he ever get there?
He will get there, I believe.
Will he ever make it?
I believe he'll make it.
Will he ever hear the sound of the cockerel at dawn? Okay, now this is where we round up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on the weekend entertainment segment of the weekend show today. I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir.
You have a good voice. You should start doing a recording and do your own kind of song. Do some songs in Igbo. It'll be very nice.
Oh, really? Okay, I think I'll take that advice.
Yeah.
I think I've missed my calling then.
Thank you.
I should go into music.
No, I don't say go into music, but see what happens.
Okay.
If you try, literally, your hobby might become your profession. That's how I started.
Wow.
I never planned to go into music, but music took over.
Okay.
I encourage you. Well done. One more clap for you.
Thank you.
All of you join. Can you please? Thank you.
So please stay tuned, because Oluchi and David are already standing by for social media trends. We'll be rounding off the show with What's Gonna Be is Gonna Be, and I hope you enjoy that track until we come your way.
Can you do a cappella quickly on that? 1, 2, 3.
What's gonna be is gonna be.
What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
See you again.
Thank you. Okay, bye. Stay tuned. Oluchi and David are coming right after now with social media trends. To stay with us.
Tipola, ulu 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 ngagu tipola, ola lui oh, ola lono, ola lui oh, ola lono, anu ulu 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 ngagu tipola. Ulu 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 ngagu tipola, ola lui oh, ola lono oh, ola lui oh, ola lono oh. Enem teteledum,
my mama told me.
Adam teteledum.
My papa told me to.
Ekamyo ijam lolano.
Don't play with fire.
lighting well.
You surely will get burned.
And I've been searching for true love. Gotta keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, this I know. Gotta keep right on searching till I find. Said I've been searching for true love. Gotta keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, this I know. Gotta keep right on searching till I find. Man, I've been trying hard, mighty hard to find true love. But as yet, I didn't have much luck. But I'll keep trying till I find. You know the Bible said, if you seek, you will find.